Roche, this question. What's the strangest thing you've had to undertake in the great outdoors? That doesn't have to be undertake in the sense of an undertaker, but any stories of burying bodies would be welcome.
What's this? I once had to have a wee in Joshua Tree.
What's Joshua Tree?
Oh, it's the desert in California. I went with my friend, Greg Davies. We were doing a road trip, and then I needed to go for a wee, and then I ran out to go for a wee, and then a car pulled up right next to us, and it was getting dark, and then we had to drive out really fast. Exciting.
That sounds...
Was it getting dark while you were doing the wee?
Yeah. I think the wee was making the sun go down. The power of my wee made the sun want to look away.
Respecting your modesty.
Yes.
I think it's best we... Yeah.
Racing for the horizon.
That's it.
Are you two indoors or outdoorsy people?
I like a hallway.
You like a threshold?
I like a threshold.
I'm not being on a threshold.
A porch. Yeah, we're threshold.
Yeah. Very happy leaning on an open doorway.
Oh, lovely. Even better.
As we were advised to do in the event of a nuclear attack. Stand in a doorway.
Yeah, it's the strongest part of the house.
And if Granny dies, put her in a bin bag and leave her outside. Those are the things I remember from Protect and Survive.
Well, I mean...
It all comes to mind, you know, what with this post-apocalyptic scenario.
Yeah, what with, yes, and of course all the problems in the world that we hope won't make the show too topical to broadcast.
I like being in the woods. I like the feeling of trees about.
Yeah. And the woods, you've got a shelter, so it is sort of like nature's sort of like
nature's
porch.
Pathetic half-assed attempt at a building.
Yeah.
Yeah, nature's poor at shelter, isn't it? Apart from caves.
Caves.
I quite like caves, but there's always a feeling that someone's done a wee, probably Roisin.
Where else would you go?
Yeah. Well, I think...
Outside the cave, please, if you don't mind.
One of the first things they learnt, the cavemen.
Outside the cave.
Everywhere's a toilet with Roisin. There's a kitchen.
For this next round, you'll be going head-to-head to identify all of these animal noises. The winner will win a dry survival biscuit.
Oh, you are
one of
spoiling
these.
us.
Look at that. That's food. Smells a bit like a pork pie.
It's soap.
Well, no, it's not soap. If you've got soap that smells like that, then...
I have got soap that smells like that. That smells like earthy, lush soap.
That smells like the crust of a pork pie. Anyway, the winner wins that. So...
There's an incentive here to throw this game.
I'm going to play the noises.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And
a C4
look, it works even though... So what I do is I hold this and I first energise and then press play. Energise.
That's a human.
It's obviously you, David, after eating that soap.
No, it's not a human.
Goat.
No. It's quite a Route 1 unusual animal.
Alligator.
No.
Is it a common sight in the British countryside?
Not British, no.
No.
Kangaroo. I could hear the accent.
No.
No?
Give you a clue. Herds of...
Goats.
Wildebeest.
That's it, wildebeest.
Ooh, you said
1
goats.
point to Mr. Davies. Energise. Start.
Mouse?
No, it could be, I suppose, a mouse. Yeah, very, very close up and slowed down. They do that just to see if they're saying anything.
I had a mouse in my house. I had to call it Bubbles to get over the fear. And then you've got to take it on a road trip, apparently, these days. You can't kill them, and then you've got to get rid of them and bring them somewhere where they can't get back.
You can kill them.
Just get an Uber, put it in front of the front wheel.
Oh, no!
Do you know what? You don't have to kill them. You can call someone and they'll come and kill them for you.
Couldn't. I named it Bubbles.
Get a cat.
Yeah.
What should we call it? What should we say this
Donkey.
animal? Donkey.
No, it's not a donkey. I'm going to say is they've always got a snack.
Camel.
Absolutely, 1-1. So exciting. I'm building in jeopardy. Right, energise.
Is it a snake?
That would be amazing if that's a noise snake.
Again.
Primate of any sort?
No.
Cheetah.
Do you know, in a sense, it did cheat in its evolutionary journey.
Well, it used to fly and now it doesn't.
Oh, chicken! It's a chicken!
Yeah, good. They still can fly. That would be it's a good
Do
idea.
chickens fly?
But
Not far.
a bit. They fly very, very badly.
Well, in the same way I can, like, sort of leap across the...
Better than you.
You haven't seen me fly, David.
I put money on it.
Turkey.
Alpaca.
I'm going to tell you.
Hedgehog.
Panda.
What's the evolutionary thing
Well,
about?
pandas are bears, and they were carnivores, but then they discovered that they cannot bother catching any animals if they just ate bamboo.
Yeah.
But in order to break even nutritionally from just bamboo, they have to eat it constantly. We've got 2 more to go. OK, energise.
I'm thinking that sounds like poultry to me. Turkeys.
No.
No.
But you're
Wolves.
close. Not
We're
wolves.
close.
Yeah. Like a duck, bigger than a duck. Merry
Goose.
Christmas. Exactly. Goose. 2-1.
God, goose.
And last one. And if you and Roche, if you get this one right,
Yes.
it's a draw,
Oh, here
which
we go.
I'm personally rooting for.
Right.
Energize.
Oh. That's a ghost, isn't it?
It's not a ghost, is
It's
it?
not a ghost.
It's not a wolf either.
It is a wolf.
Is it a wolf?
2-2.
I
It's
was
a
gonna
draw.
say wolf.
So you both win a survival biscuit. Help yourself.
And I'll do my armpits with that later. Give my toes a rub.
Yeah, do by all means try it.
100% that was soap up. It's dog biscuits. I know, I ate them as a kid. You know, in the apocalypse. We'd probably stab each other in the bodies for these.
Right in the bodies. That's the worst place to be stabbed, isn't it? The body.
I'd probably come at your
Otherwise, in a way, otherwise it's just waving a knife, isn't it?
I'd probably come at both your bodies violently.
Not my body, not the body. Flip the coin to have a feel of what's in my cool box.
I'm going to say heads.
It is heads.
You win and Alan loses. So yes, Alan, could you please identify the things that your hands are feeling?
I'm feeling a plastic thing with a slidey implement of some sort.
Yeah.
I think maybe to take the cork out of a bottle.
No, it's not that.
Yeah, the other one is
Oh, it sounds nice. I recognise a crunch.
Yes, it sounds nice. It's a violin. No,
Is it hemp?
no,
Is it sorghum wheat?
no,
Is it corn?
no.
Is it any sort of ground up grass?
To add jeopardy to this game, he should be having everything he says that isn't it chucked at him while this is going on.
Is it money?
Yeah,
Is it-
gold.
You know,
Noodles and a plastic kitchen item.
No, it's not. It's a vuvuzela. Very loud. They're a thing at the football. That's more noise than one person should be able to make.
Yeah, they're terrible.
Yeah. Round 1, Alan won because he didn't have to tell a story. Round 2 was a draw. Round 3, Roche, you won, and that means it's a draw. But so that was all futile.
So we don't have to fight it out to the death at the campsite.
There's no fighting.
Oh,
No. Win-
shame.
yeah.
Ruin everything.
Thank you for playing games in my gamey bunker.
No.
No, you think not?
Who's the gamey bunker? Is it you?
Yeah, gamey bunker. He was a decent chap. Died at Passchendaele. What are your greatest memories of filming something where you have to walk along?
Well, mine is, it's more watching me walking along. I don't move my arms when I walk, and that was a real shock for me.
Why don't you?
I don't know, I thought I did, so now I'm going to have to make more of an effort because I look like a bear in the woods. So
I think
now
you're slightly over moving them now.
sometimes you've got to overcorrect.
And then, yeah. I think, yeah.
Alan,
Like that.
oh,
Well, I look like I'm going much more quickly than you.
I used to like all those scenes in The West Wing where they were forever charging around the place, making decisions and nailing really complex dialogue.
Yeah, long corridors.
Yeah.
Otherwise, in Top Cat, they would always go past the same furniture several times. I wish they'd done that in the West Wing. Just go past the same desk.
Alan,
Yes. Yes.
do you? I hear you grew up in or near a forest.
I grew up in Epping Forest.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and I loved Epping Forest. And so that's it.
You grew up with
quiet,
Are you,
It's quite sizable. It's on the edge of London, so Essex-London borders, and it's got quite a lot of history about it.
Highwayman, wasn't it?
Dick Turpin supposedly hid out there. Boudica, or Boadicea, as we used to call her, lived there. There's a place called Loughton Camp, which had huge earthen walls at one point, 1,000 years ago, I think, and now they're just mounds, but they're still there. And you could easily get lost in it.
Yeah.
And there are not many people about. And it's a good place to be a kid, really.
So I've never been there, but I always imagine, because of the presence of London and the need, frankly, to, bury bodies, that it would be always really busy with people. There would almost be a queue for all the people who've murdered people.
Shovels and bin bags.
Just don't look at them, because we're trying to secretly bury a body ourselves, so let's just...
I went for the first time last year to Epping Forest. Very beautiful. Lots of deer, yeah.
Deer in the forest, yeah.
Really
Anyone
gorgeous.
burying any bodies?
Oh, yeah, I was burying a body.
Oh,
Did you see deer?
Did I what?
Did you see deer in Epping Forest?
Lots of deer.
Did you?
Yeah.
Because I lived there the first 18 years of my life, never saw a deer.
They like me more. That's the answer to that.
Well, they're probably getting less shy.
They heard I was coming. What can I say?
Unlikely. That's quite
Probably
a bold
move your-
assertion, that the deer like me.
You probably move your arms too much. I'm walking up to them like this. I think, well, she's not going to do anything. She's just...
You've got the stealth walk
There's a
of
sausage walking towards us.
the perfect deer stalking walk.
Yeah, that's
Lulls
it.
them into a false
I bet
sense
you're
of
in there
security.
chatting away.
Why is the deer stalker hat for stalking deer? What's that got to do with deer?
But it isn't, is it? It's for Sherlock Holmes to do anything. No one else wears them. It's called a deer stalker, and Sherlock Holmes wears them.
And has it got the
God, he
flaps
was a
tied
very
on top of your
complicated
head?
man.
I think you can. I think you can. I imagine that when Sherlock Holmes' ears are cold, he can undo the thing at the top and tie it under his
But
chin.
if you spot a deer, do you release the flaps?
Never, ever, whether you see deer, man or food, release the flaps.
Did you grow up near a forest, Roisin?
No, Camden is...
It's completely concrete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I spent a lot of time in Ireland, so I did go like a lot of in the countryside, but not like a forest, not like woods like this.
Right.
And I love it. I feel much better in the countryside than I do in the city.
Do you live in the city?
I live in the city.
You're going to move?
When I learn to drive.
Oh, I can't drive either. No, that's the thing. The countryside is an absolute pisser if you can't drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I get scared in the countryside as well.
My wife gets scared in the countryside. Whenever she sees like two people together, she thinks that they're planning a human sacrifice.
That's what I think, of course.
Yeah. We went to West Wales once, and I wanted to go and see this. I mean, who wouldn't? I'm a fun-loving guy. This Neolithic burial stone that was sort of in the middle of a field. You could see on the footpath, and there were a couple of other people in anoraks walking towards it, and she got really spooked. And I
Yeah.
sort of thought, well, look, think about it the other way. We could sacrifice them. We're not outnumbered. Be the scary one.
You can't beat them, join them. Is that how
Yeah,
you deal with
yeah,
killers?
exactly.
And then as you approach them, you realise that they were not going through a mental health crisis. They were having a walk.
Yeah, exactly. And then you've sacrificed their lives for no reason, and there you are in Epping Forest again, putting your back out with a spade.
When you were growing up with your brother, did people refer to you as the Mitchell brothers? Did you get some EastEnders gags?
No.
Did you ever think of doing a bald cap and going into school and going, "You slag"?
I think I don't know what the era of the Mitchell brothers was, but I would think
I'd say 90s. Would you say,
Yes,
Roisin?
90s, 100%.
Oh, well, you see, I left school in '92, so
Could have
I
been a
hadn't really
Mitchell
got
brother in the
going.
sixth form.
Yes.
Full Mitchell. Did you go to the same university as your brother? Could you have taken it into higher education?
Yeah. No, well, he's 8 years younger than me.
Oh, is
So
he?
he's-
I
yeah,
didn't
so
realise
he
there was
would-
that much of a gap.
Yeah. So it's it wouldn't.
It's not too late. You could still do it as an Edinburgh
She
show.
goes out.
Yeah.
Free fringe.
Yeah. Free. You don't think we could charge for that?
I don't think you should charge for that. If that's the idea. That's basically you to go on as the Mitchell brothers and do a sort of Q&A. Talk about how you would if you wanted to kill a person,
Yeah.
given that neither of you can drive. How would you sacrifice? I mean, if you were to sacrifice,
What if I was to kill a human?
yeah, how would
Who
you do it?
I've occasionally
How
had.
would you like to do it? I mean,
What, undiscoveredly?
By accident.
Yeah, I mean, presuming you're going to get away. By that, oh, you'd like to fake
But
an
even to
accident.
myself,
that
I'd
why-
have to be by accident. I'd have to sort of probably half convince myself I didn't mean it so I could carry on living in my life.
I mean, you can't run someone over, you can't drive. So that's one out.
Well, no, I could definitely run someone over because I can't drive.
I'd like to do it by making someone jump so badly they died.
Oh!
Let them die
The
of...
biggest boo! Like,
How high did he jump? The highest
would
anyone's
that be a superpower? If you can make someone jump, you a jump man. And you make someone jump so badly they die. Or at least they're incapacitated.
That would definitely be a superpower.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure it'd be hard to structure within a story because it's so quick. Yeah, and there's this immediate thump, thump, another one dead. He's just going around looking at people and...
But imagine it, you can see them, they're approaching you, you're there, they're in your line of sight, you're fully aware of them, but they can still surprise you to the extent you lose consciousness.
That's my experience of watching the film Scream. Is that the fact that you know they're about to scare you just makes it more scary.
Yeah.
Because you don't know exactly when they're going to. You just want to say, just do it now. Whatever it is, just do it now. Roisin, what was your favourite programme growing up?
Oh, well, I like Cell Block H. So, did you watch Cell Block H?
No, not
Oh.
much really. I loved Knight Rider. That's the thing.
I liked Knight Rider.
Watched as an adult Knight Rider, and I despise my former self because it's absolutely dreadful.
Good car, though.
Great car.
Yes, yeah. Got a model one at Hamley's.
Did you?
Just as it was losing its magic for me as a programme. So I got the car and then didn't really play with it because I was, they call it the age of not believing, don't they? That's the song from Bed Knobs and Broomsticks.
Oh.
When all the magic of childhood is dying.
Yeah. First time I went down a slide and you stopped sliding. That's when that went for me. I remember thinking, what's happening? And it was like, you're too big.
Oh.
Now you just stand still on a slide.
Now it's just a question of waiting until you get into drugs.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, thank you for joining me for a woodland ramble.
Enjoyed it
Thank
very
you for
much.
having us.
Yeah. Do you think this could be a format in itself?
Yeah.
Thank you for saying yes very unconvincingly.
David's way.
I was considering it, and
Yeah.
I was thinking the pathway, because I had to look down quite a lot.
Yeah.
And I thought maybe a clearer pathway in terms of if you're going to go global with it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there's no way, there's no way Barack Obama would agree to work with this kind of undergrad.
I like that's your next guess in your head.
Absolutely,
Barack Obama.
absolutely. We're about to make our comedians feel even more useless than usual by pitting them against some people a fraction of their age with twice the real life skills. Enjoy.
Hello. Today I'd like to challenge Alan, Roisin and Chris to take on 3 14-year-old scouts. The challenge is to build a campfire and light it using a flint. Do you all understand?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
David.
Wonderful. Get cracking.
I'm doing mainly watching at the moment.
You're doing good watching, though.
Oh, Chris is sparking. Chris is sparking.
You're sparking
Chris is sparking. Alan's still trying.
Oh,
we're on.
I got
We
one.
beat the scouts. Smashed
There you
it.
go, smashed it.
What are your names, scouts?
I'm Izzy.
Izzy,
I'm Ash.
Ash, Ben.
How long you been scouts for?
6 years? 8 years?
I hated the Cubs because I got bullied.
I feel like we've built a ramshackle emergency accommodation to live in, and they're building like a house that you can raise a family. That's the difference between our fires.
Congratulations, outsiders. You got your campfire going first.
Oh, thank you.
But now I challenge you to cook something on it.
Really? What do we have to cook?
How to cook an egg and an orange. This is such a fun and easy thing to do.
Cook an orange.
And we want to do 3 of them because there's 3 of us.
Let's do one. I don't really want orangey egg.
Do I? We need to be encouraging for him.
Come on, Al.
Do you want a head massage?
No.
No.
Come on, Al. Wrap that
Drink
orange.
the juice. I love orange.
I love egg, I love orange. What can go wrong?
Do we need to put any more, like, bigger wood on there?
No, I think it's fine, because we need it to get down to embers.
I can't crack it with a wooden fork.
Here you go, mate. Use this.
It says, place the orange wrapped in foil, but without its lid.
You wrap the orange in foil.
Yeah.
No.
What?
No.
It is. You wrap the orange. They're telling us lies.
Oh, my goodness.
Scouts are dishonest.
You got your dishonesty badge.
Your lying badge.
You guys, you
fast
want to
week.
play dirty, kids?
You have picked the wrong opposition.
What's the tree's least favourite month? September!
Yeah.
I think these guys are acting like they've got all the time in the world. You want to be starving. We've been out here. We know what it takes to live out here, kids.
Wooden forks.
You're using wooden forks?
Have you used the wooden forks in
No,
the
we don't know what
fire?
you're talking about.
No?
What did you use to scoop them out?
To scoop them out?
Yeah.
Initiative.
Alan used his raw, naked teeth.
Yeah. Yeah.
How lovely.
You look very civilised. We look very Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, we
Lord
do.
of the Rings. Hands is in my pockets.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Flies.
Lord of the Flies, you mean?
What do loggers eat in the forest? Mac and trees.
It's only been in there 2 minutes.
Yeah, keep it in there, mate.
We've lost one fork to the flames. The other fork's on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got a few oranges, wrapped nicely, look very civilised. They're not in an apocalypse. They're in a very sort of Famous Five vibes. That is done.
Yeah, it's done.
Look at this.
I think we've won.
That is,
Someone being sick over there.
The director.
this is charred, burned orange egg.
You don't have to do it, Alan.
Hot eggy orange.
Was it nice?
No.
Would you eat it in an emergency?
No, I would just eat the orange.
The orange and then the
What
egg.
sort of an idiot would ruin a perfectly good orange?
How are you getting on, guys?
Finished ages ago.
Only one of us has eaten, though,
They're gonna.
which on the survival mission is not good.
Yeah.
Outsiders.
Yes.
You've cooked one egg very badly,
Rude.
but you have eaten it. Scouts, you've cooked 2 eggs very well. So by my deduction, I believe that the Scouts are the winners.
Let's go.
Outsiders, do you have anything to say about this?
You've beaten a blind man, a man on the verge of getting his bus pass, and a woman who clearly didn't want to be here. Well done. Thank you.
We worked hard.
Come on, let's get out of here. Good luck, Scouts.
Go back to camp.
Go back to camp.